Hi everyone, it's good to see you all. Sorry I can't be there in person. I'm so grateful to Terry for allowing me to say a few words today about the lead class and leadership Medina County. I moved to Medina in 2014 for my husband's job, so needless to say we sadly left all the people we knew back in the UK, but we were here to set off on our new adventure together. He'd been working for the USA-based company for several years in the UK, and so he knew a few people here, but unfortunately I did not. Neither had I heard of this quaint little city of Medina, Ohio. At the weekends, we would explore our new surroundings, and through Google, we'd find things to do in Medina. We made a lot of friends with restaurant employees as we frequented our favorite places, which is to the amusement of many people when we walk into places and people recognize us and are very friendly with us. And then it wasn't until my manager at the time suggested the signature program at Leadership Medina. That's where my network and connections grew exponentially, and my familiarity of the little city I'd come to call home. I graduated from the signature class in 2017, and through this incredible experience, we navigated our way through 17 townships in Medina County by coach. This was pre-COVID, when you were allowed to all be near each other. And I had a very educational experience in Columbus on Government Day, which I'm sure many of you have done through this course this time round. We met many people, explored places that even people who have lived in Medina their entire lives had not known about. So it was a real eye-opener for many of us, as I'm sure you are experiencing too. I stayed on the finance committee following graduation, kept in touch with the LMC activities as best I could, which is how I heard about LEAD. Now, to understand the difference between signature and lead, the best way that I can describe it is that signature is getting to know your community, whereas I believe lead is getting to know yourself. For most of us, we are always putting everyone else first, be it our jobs or at home with our families. And I feel like lead is about giving back to yourself through the DISC assessment, Leadership Edge curriculum, or gaining a better understanding of multi-generational leadership. You position yourself better to learn and grow with others around you and be the best version of yourself. I've made so many more connections through the lead classes and many friends along the way, not just in our classes, but in the wider world of LMC alumni, of which there are many. And being a part of LMC, you'd be surprised going out in Medina now how many people you recognize here, especially for me compared to the village I grew up in. And I don't think I've ever picked up a weekly paper where I recognize so many people, and even on TV commercials too. So it's kind of interesting. I feel that lead brings out the best in people. I know many have gone on to new careers after having those aha moments in class and realizing that feeling that imposter syndrome we all had when we first set foot in the class, you soon realize that you're all there for the same reason. You are all equal. There are no job titles or hierarchies. And we really looked forward to class days and what exciting presenters Terry will be introducing you to and what you might find out about yourself that day. For me, the snapshot into a day in the life of lead was after taking the Clifton Strengths Assessment and seeing my top 5 themes. Now, for people who know me, you may recognize some of these traits in my character, both personally and professionally. So here's an example of what we found out on our Clifton Strengths Day. So apparently these are my 5 themes, which are learner, achiever, developers, responsibility, and analytical. So some of the traits that go with this is the process of learning rather than the outcome. And apparently that's what's exciting to me, which if you know me is I'm a lifelong learner. As an achiever, there's a great deal of stamina and hard work. And I take great satisfaction from being busy and productive, which is also true. As a developer, I recognize and cultivate the potential in others. And my team here will always tell you that I'm always supporting them and I'm their best advocate. I love seeing the small improvements and derive satisfaction from these improvements. The other one is responsibility, which is taking psychological ownership of what I say I will do. I'm committed to stable values such as honesty and loyalty, which again, people around me will know this is a huge strength for me. And the last one was analytical. I search for reasons and causes. I'm thinking all the time about the factors that might affect a situation. So those were my aha moments when I realized this test was actually a very clear recognition of what I strive to be personally. The best thing I can say about the class is then diving into these themes and finding similar people in the class who share the same themes. And then also we were asked to reflect about our teams in the office and what characteristics you think those people might have that you manage or report to. And it takes you a second to think about it, and you think about the themes. And then the other class was the multi-generations, and I manage a team of all generations. So it's interesting to have that perspective. I remember on class days thinking the timing could not be worse. Every time it would roll around, and as an accountant, there are very strict deadlines to meet, as there are for other roles for the class attendees. But I soon shifted my mindset, knowing that I was going to learn something about myself today, or the people in my community, that ultimately I could give back to my team and we could all learn and grow together. So it became important to take those days for myself. And as a lifelong learner, there's always room to grow. After graduation, many of us still say to this day how we miss our monthly class days and the interaction and learning that goes along with the day. I love running into alumni around town, and even more so when we plan reunions or just get together for no planned reason at all. I've honestly made the best of friends here and a whole community in Medina County, and I could not be more grateful for this opportunity and to be here today to talk to you about the amazing time that you will have through LEAD if you choose to sign up. Thank you, everyone, and good to see you all, and I hope to see you in person again soon. Thank you.